Now we're going to put together the Caru displayer, floor display. So you be a good puppy and you can help me, okay? So first we look at, we have opening the master case that the display comes in, the floor display comes in. You will find there are shelf inserts to adjust the height of product on it, sitting in the shelf or on the shelf. Put those aside. Next we have the base of the display, which we will put aside. We have the header of the display. Shelves, and the shelving unit. So you will notice that the shelving unit has 2 holes in the back. That's to hang it on hooks instead of having it freestanding, and this is the top end of the unit. Opening it up, all right, open the floor display shelf unit, laying it flat out on the floor, looking at the crease marks, bend it up and in, bend this piece out, taking the bottom of the shelving unit, bend it in, flip it up, making sure that you catch the flap on the side and curl it in. Push the tabs into the slots. Do the same on the other side. Bending along the crease lines and tucking in. Fold both parts in. All right, now at the other end, do exactly the same thing. Bend the units in, tuck the sides into the slots, on both sides. Turn the flaps in on the end of the shelving unit, bend it, and tucking the side flap in, bend the end of the shelving unit, fold and tuck the end into the slots, the tabs into the slots. Now the unit, the shelving base is complete and ready to install the shelves. Now let's look to build the shelves. Take a shelf unit, lay it on the floor, bend one side up, taking the other side, bend it in, and bend a little tab over. Do the same on the opposite side, taking it in, bending the tab, and then take the front of the shelf, bend it up at the base of the shelf, and then bend the top over and place the little tabs into the slots. Continue to build the remaining shelving units. You should have 6 shelves completed at the end of this step, and we will now start to insert the shelves into the display shelving unit. Starting with 1, bend the flaps on either side down and placing in the shelving unit, starting at the top, take the flap and place it underneath the slotted tabs. Push in place. Continue to do this with the remaining shelves except the one on the bottom. Again, bending the tabs and locating them into the slots on the side of the shelving unit. So now you will have all the shelves from the top to one but from the bottom installed. And on the last shelf, instead of bending the flaps down, bend it up and slide it in place against the bottom of the shelving unit. You now have a completed shelving unit ready to install on the base. Now let's build the base. Taking the base unit, stand it up so the bottom is exposed, open it, and bend the bottom tabs into the side. This is the base, and bending these tabs in will allow the base for the shelf floor display to stand properly. So now invert it carefully and stand it up. Next, we will, looking at the crease lines, there's one here on the side and there is one here. You will see the same on this side and on this side. So starting on the front, bend the tab in, fold along the crease line, do both sides, and then bend along that crease line like so. You'll notice that holding them in, you will notice that there is a crease line for the unit, the base. Bend it so that it clips into place like for the shelving unit to stand, and bend the tab to go into the slot like so. Turning it around, again, bending the tab. You now have a base constructed. Take the shelving unit and place it on the base. Make sure that you center the shelving unit on the base to make sure that it doesn't tip over. Well, as you can see, we now have the shelving unit on the base, and what you should notice is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves, and the two bottom shelves have a taller distance between them than the remaining shelves. The bottom two are ideally suited for treats and or for bone broth. Now let's attach the header. You will notice on the header that there are creases on the sides as well as on the bottom. Bend the bottom crease in and bend the two side tabbed creases in. Position the header on top of the shelving unit and slide the tabs into the top of the unit. Press all the way down until securely located. You now have a completed unit ready to install the included shelf height adjusters, which can be opened up and broken down into narrower, lower pieces. So just insert these into each shelf. The reason these are included is so that the products will stand high enough that customers can read the entire packaging. So just place those in to the unit. And now your Caru floor display is ready to install products. I will start with putting some stews into the shelving units. Each shelving unit is capable of holding a case. So the top units, top 4 shelves will hold 4 stews, both the classics and the daily dish, 3 deep and 4 across. You can now use the next shelf for the Caru bone broth, or if you wish, it can go on a lower shelf. Keep in mind the lower shelves are designed to hold treats, so we'll stack the bone broths on the second shelf for demonstration purposes only. Now let's load up the bottom shelves with some treats. Unlike the stews that hold 4 by 3 deep, which gives you 12 units per shelf, the Caru soft and tasty treats hold 3 units across by 4 deep. Three across by 4 deep. To make a very nice display, and it will take both soft and tasty treats for dogs as well as soft and tasty treats for cats. If you find it's a little too high for the bag, just remove one of the shelf height adjusters from the display. And this, we hope, will help you promote Caru products. Hope this video has been helpful, and please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email us at carupetfood.com or call us on the toll-free number 855-330-2278. Good luck, and look forward to working with you. Thank you for your